got an appetite, let's bake ourselves a treat. What you've been mixing, serve it up the way you please. I love the way you shake, you stir, you heat, you squeeze. So thick, push up and butter me.
So poke that, push that, shake that, smack that, mix that, help that, marinate that. We don't need a recipe.
Whip that cream, baby, pour that sweet on me. Baby, shade up, we can cook up, we can stir up when we hook up, just you and me. Whip that cream, whip that. Preheat this oven up like 5,000 degrees. It's almost ready, we've been craving this all week. Baby, you want it, I got it. I'm hooked on you like phonics. Gotta be honest, you're on it, and this ain't no time to be modest.
So poke that, push that, shake that, girl, take your last name, let's hyphenate that. We don't need a recipe.
Whip that cream, baby, pour that sweet on me.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you back there. Don't mind me, I'm actually just making a little short video right now. I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this, you are ready to start your videography journey in 2024. And so this video is going to be giving you tips on how to start your videography journey. Now keep in mind that these tips that I am providing for you guys are for various types of videographers or filmmakers. You don't have to be experienced. You don't have to be very knowledgeable of what you're trying to do. Yeah, you at least need to understand the basic fundamentals of videography, learning certain compositions, what lenses to use, and how to basically get a certain angle to tell a specific story. So if you're watching this and this is something that you're very interested in learning, make sure you hit that like, share this video, and then just let me know what you guys think. All right, so tip number 1 is rules of third. Now, if you guys don't know what the rules of third is, basically it's these, have you ever seen these lines that show up on your camera and you're wondering why they're there? It's basically that they're there to help you compose and frame your shots how you want it. Ideally, a lot of people would either like to keep it framed in the middle, or if you frame a certain subject or something on the sides, you ideally want something to complement the other sides of showing where you want your attention to go towards. And it really, framing your shot, it can be very various of how you want to do it, because everyone tends to frame their shots very differently. And it all depends on how you want to display your work, how you want to show. You basically want to show the audience where the attention is for your videos to go towards. Tip number 2, shot variety. Ideally, you want to be able to change up the focal length of how you want to capture certain sceneries, certain shots. Like this shot right here, I'm using a 24-70 and I currently have it at a 50mm at the moment, because I like to get more of a compression look, separating everything out of focus, keeping the single subject in focus, so the subject here is where all the attention is coming in. You can also get some wide shots too to establish more open area, more sceneries, kind of look around, you know, show everything that's surrounding the subject, showing that where the location is, where are you going, what's around you, what's surrounding the area. This is a really beautiful park, I'm not gonna lie. And stuff like this I usually love getting, besides the wind blowing in my face and my hair throwing everywhere. Now another shot that you can get is what you call a close-up shot, or what I like to call a detail shot. This is usually when you're trying to get really close up to the subject, or just something in general where you're trying to get those nice crispy detail stuff of whatever you're filming, whether if it's a close-up of a flower, close-up of a subject's face, or just anything that shows what the main focus is while eliminating everything out of the frame. For one example is trying to get a close-up shot of my eyes. Now, depending on obviously the type of lens you're using, some lenses are capable of doing fisheye lenses, or some lenses are capable of doing macro lenses where they can get nice detail shots zooming in. Or if you have a 24-70, 70-200, you can punch in really close to a certain object or a certain subject and get a really good detail shot. Woo! Sorry, it's a little windy and my hair is kind of flying everywhere. Now, the last shot that you can obviously get is what they call a medium shot, or called a cowboy shot if you heard terms in the film industry. Basically, this shot is pretty much keeping the subject within the 3 lines of the frame, and it's not showing a full body, but just enough where it's at least up to the hips to the head, which hence is called cowboy shot. Okay, so another tip that I like to recommend, and this is probably one of my favorites, is transitions. Now, transitions are basically, I don't know how to really explain it, but it's kind of where you need to change the scenery from one video to another using a different location. So sometimes some people will use this thing called J cut or L cut, where you actually use the audio to transition over sound. Or you can use certain transitions like effects that are basically plugin templates that you can add transitions to yourself. Some people like to use the typical sliding transition or the fade transition, or there's even really creative editors that can actually do like masking transitions, and those are very hard if you're not using another person to help you film it. So another tip that I would say that's very crucial is your editing software. Depending on the skill level that you are as a videographer, filmmaker, or even a content creator, you know, every type of software is very different for people. There's Premiere Pro, there's DaVinci, there's Final Cut, and even content creators now, they use like CapCut to create little reels and everything. So depending on the type of software you use will help asset for you in the long run on creating content, on editing a lot easier, fluently, and just being able to have a good niche of how you want to tell your story. So whenever you decide to pick a software, make sure you look into it, you do a lot of research, figure out what fits and what would work for you, because different softwares can come with a different budget. So depending on what's your budget, what you can afford, make sure you work on that first before you decide to jump on a software that can either make or break your bank. Okay, I'm gonna sit right here because I'm tired of walking around. Now, my last tip that I want to give you guys is obviously storyboarding. Make sure storyboarding is very important. This is something that I'm currently working on myself because, you know, storyboarding takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort to put into. And for someone who is trying to get better at telling their stories for their films, this is something very important for the audience to understand, because they need to know what the story is about, who is the main character of the story, and where is the plot going, where is the story going, so then your audience are interested in your stories and wanting to know what's happening, and they want to keep going and learning what's next with the story. Like for me, I'm still currently learning how to get better with this, because I want to start creating short films for my stories. I want to start creating documentaries more, and then being able to deliver a specific type of story for each of my films, so then it hits and impacts the audience for those who are watching. Okay guys, I swear this is the last time I'm gonna probably give a tip for this video. But basically, whether you're using a mirrorless, a phone, or something more expensive, use what you have that's reliable to you, because you don't necessarily need to have the best cameras to create content. You don't need the best cameras to do amazing work. As long as you have an idea, you have a vision, just create. It's all that matters. Like the last few videos that I made were literally off of my iPhone 15 Pro. But that's because I was invested in the whole log profile. For me, I love to create, I love to grow, and I love telling stories and picturing videos how I want it to look. So it doesn't have to break your bank. Use what's affordable to you. Use what's reliable to you. Even if you have to borrow a camera from a friend, have other friends come out and help you create content. So then the more you guys all grow together, the more you learn and get better. Also, one more. This is also very crucial as well. If you do not have friends that help you film, that can't help film you, like sometimes me here, get yourself a tripod, because now and then a tripod can very much save you. It can help you setting up certain angles of how you want to shoot your shots, shoot your angles, and you can display your videos how you need. The downside is obviously you can get nice moving shots, but if you're shooting in 4K, you can do cool little panning in shots and everything. You can zoom in, get as much as you can within the limitations, but a tripod comes a long way and it helps a lot. Yes, it's going to look really weird because you're by yourself talking to yourself to a camera, but I mean, who cares, you know? Like, it's 2024. I feel like content creators now these days, people aren't filming themselves. It's not weird at all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys get some kind of tips and learn something. I'm not used to giving these type of tips out to my viewers because I'm just trying to grow and develop myself. I'm still a learning filmmaker. I'm still learning photography, and I think making these videos myself could probably help teach me as well. So, yeah, if you guys have any ideas of any tips of you want me to do in the future videos, let me know, and I can try to expand my horizons, challenge myself with different things. I want to start creating short skits as well. So if you guys have skit ideas that you want me to try to do, I can implement them on this channel here and maybe get other creators to get involved, have other filmmakers help out and collab and create something bigger than ever. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please hit that like and subscribe. Please share this video because it means a lot to me that I get to help teach you guys and help give some kind of advice, some kind of tips out to you guys, even if they're all subjective, even if my tips don't help a whole lot of people. I'm just hoping that one person that this can help out and just change their life. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much, and let's make 2024 the best year ever. Peace out, guys.
So live in the moment in this space. Oh, I just want you here with me tonight. So tell me if you're down to run away with me.
Need to get my kid.